Hello. On behalf of the Budget and Finance Committee, I'd like to thank you for your continued support of UPC through your generous gifts. I'd like to take a couple minutes to provide an overview of where we stand so far this year, how our funds are allocated, and what we see for the road ahead. We are in the midst of a pandemic, and for some of us, that means turning our spare bedroom into a school. For many others, this has meant a lot of financial pressures, and certainly that includes charitable giving. However, I'm pleased to report that the gap between UPC's budgeted revenue and expenses is actually doing better than what we anticipated to date. So we're keeping our balance sheet in relatively good shape. We also have the Extra Mile Capital Improvement Fund, which is on target to be 100% funded this year, thanks to your continued giving. This fund helps with some repairs and upgrades that are needed around the church and helps take some of the pressure off the primary budget. Speaking of our budget, about 70% is allocated towards church leadership and staff, and we're committed to keeping our staff in place. The remaining portion of our budget is to maintain the building, the grounds, pay utility bills, cover some administrative supplies, and most important, invest in mission outreach, Christian education, and spiritual life, reaching out not only to our church and community, but also throughout the world through the United Methodist Church and the United Church of Christ. We're now preparing for the 2021 budget and will need to address some anticipated revenue gaps as a result of the ongoing pandemic. We appreciate your continued giving as the committee works to be good stewards of the monies that you've pledged. If you have any questions, feel free to contact UPC and we'll be happy to respond. Thank you, God bless you, and give yourself a hand.